Hello there. Welcome to Addictive Tarot. Let's jump right in and see what Spirit wants you to know today. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, High Priestess. Ooh. So, you are listening to your inner voice. This is creating a desire with the Eight of Pentacles, pardon me, to become a master at your craft. You're in this for the long haul, a chess player. And you are moving towards making your wishes come true with the help of the King of Pentacles. Sounds like an awesome goal. King of Pentacles is a stable character. One who has worked very hard, worked with their hands, worked with their mind, has the stability to see things through to the end. The King of Pentacles is the energy of that mature, well-rounded, hardworking individual. To get to that point, he never lost, or she never lost sight of the true wishes. The Emperor, also very solid, embodies both the energy of the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. The Sun has been the guiding force here. That need for growth, as well as understanding the inner voice, the outer growth, the inner growth, the connection with the universe, the connection with the higher self, looking within and out. If you look at the eyes of the High Priestess, her eyes are closed and open at the same time. Looking within to see the truth within. Journeying through. These are ruins. The Manez, Pertho. Journeying within. Pertho is like the rose that has thorns, the thorns for protection, the rose for the unfolding of the beauty, hence the color of the rose color. Judgment, another word for judgment is karma, that death, rebirth, death, rebirth, rebirth, death, rebirth, death, going through cycles in order to reach the pinnacle. Five of Pentacles, letting go of the pains, the feeling of lack, the feeling of being left out, going through that door, using the key that is in the mind to go through that door to reach the point of getting all of your wishes coming true. And Four of Pentacles, doing it in a very grounded, solid, purposeful manner. Three of Pentacles, working with the inner selves, more than one, working with the mind, the body, the spirit. The body, King of Pentacles, the mind, the High Priestess, being able to stand still and move forward at the same time, seeing both sides of every coin. Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, becoming a total master craftsman at what you're doing. And the Nine of Pentacles, feeling that inner success, that inner solidarity, that feeling within yourself that you're doing the right thing. Taking those Five of Pentacles, turning them around to feel, no matter what the situation, feel rich with that self-made millionaire attitude. Millionaire meaning things that are of value to you. Those pentacles don't just represent money. They represent your time. They represent your labor. They represent your plans. They represent any tangible thing that you do on earth to succeed, to grow, to expand and find your wishes. And walking away from the feeling of betrayal in such a way that it was a lesson as opposed to a baggage, These Ten of Swords often represents a betrayal, feeling of being stabbed in the back. But what you've done with that feeling is you've raised it to the point that it now becomes a source of wisdom and experience to you in your life, as opposed to a burden and something that holds you back. It's there, but it's been recycled in such a way that now it is wisdom. It adds to your purpose because you've had that experience, which adds to your growth as a human and as a soul, so that you can expand further. So I'm seeing here a person that has done a lot of work on themselves. Somebody who is on a journey of self-discovery, and not just a journey of self-discovery, a journey of what to do with what you discover. Taking those moments that could have been and were actually very painful, but not leaving them in the slot, the pigeonhole of pain, creating a hole for that pain, like a keyhole, to travel through, so that it then becomes a point of stability, because you have learned how to overcome, how to integrate, and how to transmute. So in this process of judgment, the karma card, or the death and rebirth and death, death, and rebirth. It's part of the cycles that your soul had chosen for you to experience during this lifetime. And you are succeeding with them because now listening to your high priestess, listening to that inner voice, listening to those nudges, and being open to receiving new ways of communication from the spirit world. The spirit world communicates in so many beautiful ways. Through songs, through smells, through visions, photographs, through words, through feelings, that knowing. You are getting more and more in touch with that every single day, to have as your anchor points the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles, the mystical, the all-encompassed, like all the kings. I always think of the Emperor as all the king's horses and all the king's men all together again in one. And the King of Pentacles, the masculine energy, doesn't mean you have to be a male. It can be male or female because spirit is non-gender. So this energy of the masculine dominance of your earthly realm within yourself and your space is one of the anchor points to where you are right now. And then the non-stop growth with the sun, feeding yourself with things that make you grow, have stabilized your physical being, your physical well-being. Four of Pentacles, you've got four corners stabilized. And with the rising up of more workings, more plans, integrating into your system, the self-made millionaire within you is overcoming the hardships that were going on in your mind in the past. So what else does Spirit want you to know right now as best next steps? Let's do that. Okay. The Star, a card of healing. Expand what you're doing into more healing. And the Eight of Swords. Allow yourself to break free further, even further than you already have, from any kind of mental prison that you may be feeling at this point in time. You already know how to do that because you've got the Ten of Swords here. That feeling of betrayal or being stabbed in the back. So think back now to the Nine of Swords, the sleepless nights. That could be a thing to start working on to increase your healing journey. Is now focus on the quality of your sleep. And then go back another notch to 10, 9, there's the Eight of Swords. So go back one more notch to the Seven of Swords, where there's this two sides to things that deceitful, some call it the lying, deceitful card, but it's also the card of removing masks and becoming true to yourself. So those two cards are the advice for the best next steps, is to focus now on the suit of the swords and the mental aspect of feeling trapped. So that is your reading for today. And hopefully you connect with some or all or bits and pieces, whatever you feel belongs to you. Take that for yourself and leave the rest for somebody else. And we shall see you on the next reading. Bye for now.